It's still good.
We can print more.
Yeah?
What? No. I mean, I would give out whatever we have, and then.
Oh, wow.
While they were touring the Grand Canyon and everything, they were all lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it ended up being a wonderful wedding. Yeah. Really, just
We're still a minute early.
a blast.
Well, you tell AJ I said hi.
Patience. Learn patience. Yeah, I know. Mom has her cell phone. Ask you another favor. I left the yard sale list on my printer in my office. Anybody else need a Sukkot sheet for going away? I think I give you two.
Rabbi.
You know. Hi.
Larry Newman.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Oh, I think the Newmans are out of town, so you bring in more Newmans. We're like shipping in our
Our
Newmans.
Newmans are out of town. There you go.
Can you do people need those, or you just pass them around to the back? For everybody if people need them. That's right.
Ya babim bam, ya babim bam, ya babim bam, ya baba, ya baba, ya babim bam, ya babim bam, ya baba, ya baba bam. Ya babim bam, ya babim bam, ya babim bam, ya baba, ya baba, ya babim bam, ya babim bam, ya baba, ya baba bam. Oh, ya babim bam, ya babim bam, ya babim bam, ya baba, ya baba, ya babim bam, ya babim bam, ya baba, ya baba bam. Oh, ya babim bam, ya babim bam, ya babim bam, ya baba, ya baba, ya babim bam, ya babim bam, ya baba, ya baba bam.
Good evening, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Shabbat Shalom, Hag Sameach. It's the first night of Sukkot. We get to actually be in our sukkah with the beautiful decorations and beautiful weather. Hold on to that memory, because we keep saying next year Sukkot is like October 20th. So it may still be nice. It's possible, but we might be in heavier coats. So we'll start by inviting Linda Bard, our president, to share announcements with us, and welcome everybody.
Hag Sukkot Sameach.
Hag Sukkot Sameach. You said it right.
Oh, okay.
They just didn't say it back.
Oh, I see. First of all, thank you. Thank you, Noah, for bringing your talents from Michigan to Ohio.
Thank you.
And thank you to Melissa, who is going to be our candle blesser tonight. Okay, she'll talk. Sukkot events. The flyer was passed out. This is like the best time of the year, okay? You have to come, all right? So, brief review. Tomorrow, Critters and Fritters, 9 a.m. Everybody welcome. Monday, Laws and Lattes with Cantor Kathy at 10 a.m. Tuesday, bring your own lunch with Rabbi at noon. He's not buying. I don't know why. I'm very confused about that, but bring your own. Wednesday, religious school, family, pizza, and s'mores social at 6. Thursday, scotch tasting at 7. That does require an RSVP. And Friday, this is what I'm calling the 5-4. Ready? Oh, I don't have hands. Shabbat service, consecration, Simchat Torah hoedown, followed by a barbecue dinner and country line dancing. Okay, and it's all free. Okay, so that's awesome. Saturday is Yizkor service starting at 9 a.m. Sisterhood is meeting on Sunday at October 8th at 9 a.m. to make soup for caring community and address postcards for reproductive rights with the Social Action Committee. And there is a concert for unity at our old Merriman Road building on October 15th at 4 p.m. If you want to see what they've done to the old building, tune in for that one. Sponsored by Jewish Akron, Summit County Historical Society, and the John Brown Institute. Buy a ticket and you can donate the proceeds of the ticket to any of the organizations, including Jewish Akron, Littman, and the JCC. It will be led by Rami Feinstein and Pastor Jonathan Turner, combining Rami's music and traditional gospel and contemporary music. And there's a poster right there. So hope you'll join us at one or all of these events. Thank you.
Thanks, Linda.
So if you'll turn to your neighbors, say Shabbat Shalom or Hag Sukkot Sameach. All of them are appropriate. Make sure everybody's welcome. We'll invite Melissa Pittarodecki to light our candles and hold our Kiddush cup as we'll begin page 2 in our prayer books.
Yeah.
Nope, don't worry yourself. Good job.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat v'yom tov.
Thank you. We turn the page 5, the words of Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher letziyat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidasha mikol ha'amim ve'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon chinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat v'yom tov. Amen.
Thank you. So it's great to have Noah here. We don't know why. You know, Ken or Kathy's a little tired and sick. It's not like she's been resting for the last 2 weeks and she just can't get over it. And she's over there in timeout. This is where we just stay there for 55 minutes. We'll start with Hinei Matov, page 10 in our prayer books.
Hinei matov manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov manayim shevet achim gam
days between Yom Kippur and Sukkot. It's our people are ambitious. Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, Simchat Torah, Shmini Atzeret. Then we get a break until Hanukkah. Although these are supposed to be the breaks from everything else. So we often say to walk back through our week. But in some ways, with the end of Yom Kippur, we didn't get a full week. It's really supposed to feel like a clean slate, a fresh start. We're just a couple days into this new year. And so we look back on how we've started and we try to maintain that energy and that optimism and the feeling of freedom that we have as we've done the work that we needed to do over these last couple weeks. And so it's our first Lechad Odi Kabbalat Shabbat, page 20, to welcome in Shabbat with this sense of feeling renewed and fresh after our holidays. Page 20, join with us.
Lechad Odi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Mekabela Lechad Odi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Mekabela Lechad Odi Lechad Odi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Mekabela Lechad Odi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Mekabela Shambor v'zachor v'dibor echad Yishmi'anu el am yochad Adonai echad u'shemo echad L'shemo tiferet v'litchila Lechad Odi Lechad Odi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lechad Odi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nilcha Ki mekor habracha Nerosh mikedem nesucha Sof ma'aseh b'mashav achila Lechad Odi Lechad Odi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lechad Odi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela Hitoreri Kiva orek umiuri Uri Shir Daberi Kavod Adonai alayich nigla Lechad Odi Lechad Odi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lechad Odi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela.
Please rise as we face the way we entered.
Ohi v'shalom atzeret bala Gam b'simcha u'v'tzola Toch emunei am segula Ohi kala v'ohi kala Lechad Odi Lechad Odi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lechad Odi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekabela.
Stay standing, page 26, Hatzi Kaddish.
Yitgadav, Yitgadav, Shemei Rabbah, Be'almad Yivrach Chirutei, Be'amlich Malchutei, B'chayechon u'vyomechon, u'vchayedecho Beit Yisrael, Bagala, u'vizman kariv, V'meru Amen, Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam Ol Me'omaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitbar, V'yitraman, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Dekudesha Barichu, Le'la, Le'la, Min Kol Birchata V'shirata, Tushvechata V'nechemata, Damiran Be'alma, V'imeru, Amen. We turn and actually face the back of our space right now, the east, for the words of Baruch Hu, page 28. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. We remain standing, but we can turn around. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars, creator of the tide of time and light. You guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravi. Page 32. Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, Ukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Otanu limadeta. Al Kain Adonai Eloheinu b'shomreinu, Kumeinu nasiach bechukecha, V'nizmach b'divrei Toratecha, U'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, Uvahem negei yomam v'layla, negei yomam v'layla. Ve'ahavatcha al tasir, Mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev amo Yisrael. Ohev amo Yisrael. Pages 34 and 35, Shema.
I gotta catch up to myself here. There we go.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad.
בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
On my way over to temple this afternoon, there was, as I'm sure was true perhaps much of the day, there were stories sharing the highlights of Dianne Feinstein's life, who passed away earlier today. And part that I didn't realize was that she was mayor during the AIDS epidemic in San Francisco, really at ground zero for the fight on AIDS, and led the city through that, and that she was a child of a mixed marriage of a Democrat and a Republican, which she attributed to her ability to succeed as being, at times at least, middle of the road. So, they very much spoke of her as how she fought a battle and was, in many ways, a sort of a captain or a general at the front of the battle on AIDS in particular, and led a city at a time when the country was not ready to take on that fight. And so we remember her for all the strengths she had, for the ways in which she broke barriers, for the ways in which she led people in her own way through a sea. And so we share this prayer tonight, maybe in her honor a little bit, as we sing the song of men and women, as it says on page 41. We sing the song of, this just go out? Any batteries? As
We can
be fine, right?
Yeah.
So it reads in the prayer book, sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. Good.
Thanks, Queenie. Sorry, Cantor Queenie.
I can do it while you play.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Malchutecha ra'u vanecha, bokeam lifnei Moshe, ze Elianu ve'amru, ze Elianu ve'amru, Adonai lo le'olam va'ed, Adonai lo le'olam va'ed, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh.
Ashkivenu's page 42 and 43, let there be love and understanding among us, peace and friendship. May they become our Sukkot Shalom, our shelter from life's storms.
Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim.
44, our prayer to make sure that this time remains a sacred time for us to guard Shabbat as a people.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. B'nei Yuven, b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam, oti leolam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam.
Page 46, we rise for our Amidah. We face east once again, which is towards our synagogue and our sanctuary.
Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi agitei latecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagedol Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Hasdei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Gula Livnei B'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei HaKol atah Rav Le'oshia, Morid atal, Mechakel Chayim Bechesed, Mechayei HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Ve'rofeh Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Nunato, Lishenei Afar, Micha Mocha Baal Gevurot, Umido Melach, Melech Meimit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lehayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol.
Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha sala baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Be seated. Page 55. God, may these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Shalom Rav, our prayer for peace, page 60.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. 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 Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Take a moment for our own personal prayers as we pray silently.
Ose shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
And Hag Sameach. Sukkot is our contrasting holiday to Yom Kippur, as I mentioned. It's personally my favorite holiday. Some people in Torah study were surprised to find that out last week, I think. But I've always loved Sukkot, in part because I love the outdoors, but also I love the contrast with Yom Kippur, the formality of Yom Kippur and the casual nature of Sukkot, the inside nature of Yom Kippur, the outside nature of Sukkot, the idea that we're not in big crowds, we're in intimate settings. It forces us to do some stuff with our hands and get dirty and feel the elements around us and decorate something. It's like our Jewish Christmas tree. If we were to really embrace Sukkot, there would be aisles and aisles at Target of Sukkot supplies, just like December. Some people say Sukkot is also spiritually the same idea, that Yom Kippur is where we look inward and we think about how we want to change. Sukkot is where we stand outside and let the world change us. And in fact, one story about Sukkot says that, or it's really just a metaphor for Sukkot, says, that Sukkot is when you're so afraid of the world that you lock yourself in your house and you put 10 padlocks on your door and you say, I'm never going out, the world is too scary. Sukkot is the voice outside that door that says, it's okay to come outside now. It's like, okay, you can go be out in the world. You've done all the stuff we need to do at Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. But the story I wanted to share for this Sukkot, well, first I wanted to say, Eric, it's so lovely to be in. We're glad more people didn't come tonight, because we don't say that much, but we set up the chairs this way thinking that we weren't going to have 100 people. We thought it'd be nice to be set it up differently. It's so nice. So Eric, will you sort of show everybody at home what the sukkah looks like? It's so nice, decorated. We got a lot of these decorations last year, and we're going to build on them every year, and we have a number of decorations that have been donated this year, flowers and gourds and pumpkins. And
Kyle helped a lot.
And Kyle was putting stuff up and moving stuff around, and some members of Brotherhood helped set up the other day. But this space really does transform. So Eric, do a good job of, what is it?
Panning.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's like one of those HGTV shows, like before and after, if you could do that. Because for the next week, we're going to use this space every day. So those of you who are here have the handout, and Linda mentioned it at the beginning, but we really, now that we have this beautiful Mishkan, we really do embrace Sukkot, because we have a space that we can use every day with a different activity. So look at the calendar and come join us. So the story on Sukkot, it was originally told, because this is just how our tradition is very rabbi-centric. So it was told about a rabbi, but I actually think it doesn't make so much sense to be about a rabbi anymore. It makes more sense, in my mind, it's about either a mother or a doctor, or I don't know, who's really busy? What's a really busy job? I would say mother, that's why I picked mother. Is there another job?
A doctor, for
a doctor, that's what I was saying, right? Teacher, you can say teacher. So whatever you want, I'm going to use mother.
Teacher, yes.
They said rabbi in the story, but I think it's better as a mother. So the idea is that there's this mother who really wants to have personal time, write down in her journal, have time to just to herself. But she finds every day she wakes up and her kids are asking her 1,000 questions, and she goes to work, and at work she's got 100 things to do, and then she goes to the store, to the market, and she runs into 20 people, and every day seems to be filled with far more than she can ever do. And she sits down at Yom Kippur and she prays to God and says, God, I just want to be by myself. I want alone time. I want to sit in a room by myself at Sukkot, in the sukkah. I don't want anybody to come in. I want to be there alone, and I want to write in my journal, and I just want to sit there for days and do all this personal writing that I've been waiting to do. And so this is a little bit, like you get what you ask for, and so this happens. So Sukkot comes around, she goes into her sukkah, and God has answered her prayer. Nobody comes. In previous years, in her neighborhood, everybody would come stop by, and it was a busy time, and everybody would come by and see each other, because that's what you're supposed to do at Sukkot, is go visit each other and sit down and talk and have meals together and just be with each other the whole holiday. But because this is what she asked for, this is what she got, and so she was totally alone for Sukkot. She sat down, she started to write a little bit, but then after a day, she got lonely, and so during Sukkot, there's this tradition of Ushpizin, it's called, that invite spiritual guests, our ancestors. You're supposed to be able to invite our ancestors into the sukkah. So sometimes in a sukkah you'll see pictures of like Abraham and Sarah, and some people go much further and they put other, their favorite biblical character. Some people take it more into the present and they think about their relatives that they've lost, having conversations with them. It's a very Kabbalistic side of Sukkot. So she says to God, God, it would be nice. I don't want everybody here, but it might be nice if like Abraham and Sarah came by. I could handle Abraham and Sarah. So Abraham and Sarah magically pop up, it says in the story, but they won't come in the sukkah because she said she didn't want anybody in the sukkah. And she's frustrated because she can't actually, she's still alone in this little space. And she keeps asking for a few more people, well, maybe just my kids, maybe just my best friend. And she realizes that what she asked for, this idea of total isolation, is not actually what she wanted, and that she actually doesn't have much to write in her journal anymore, because what she would write in her journal would be about all these people that she interacts with every day. And so all the writing that she thought she would do, all the personal time she thought she needed, certainly she wanted some of it, but she actually missed the rest. So she asked God again, she prays God, she said, I want to undo what I asked for. I want to go back to the way it was, which is of course typical of a lot of our stories, right? But I think what I like about the story is the sukkah does what it's supposed to do. The sukkah is supposed to show us the world and convince us that maybe we should look at the world differently, whatever that is for you. If you look out at the world and you feel like the world is too harsh on you, you're too busy, you got too many people, you got too much to do, then the sukkah is supposed to show us that maybe there's a different way to look at it. If your world's the opposite, maybe the sukkah will show you something different. But the idea is that we change our relationship to the environment, not change the environment. And if Sukkot can do that for us in whatever way, if you have a sukkah, great. If you don't, you're welcome to sit in this one anytime during this week. You're welcome at my house too. We just built our sukkah this afternoon. I know there are a number of other congregants who have Sukkot at their homes, and there are other ones around town that are beautiful sukkahs. But I would say the purpose of Sukkot is just get outside your comfort zone, get outside, see the world, be in the environment, let the world talk to you, and shift us a little bit so that our relationship to the world is a little different. So hopefully we're able to do that this week. You can do it with us over scotch. You can do it with some wild animals tomorrow morning. You can do it with coffee on Monday with Ken or Kathy. She won't be in timeout anymore. But Hag Sameach, we should all have a wonderful Sukkot. May it change us. May it allow us to see our environment differently. And may it help us. It's also called the holiday of joy. May it be a simchatenu, our joys, may they be lightened and in front of us, and a great part of our strength for this week ahead. So we'll continue with Misha Berach. It's page 253. Oh, well, we're not going to. We'll shake it in the morning. We won't shake it. No.
Stage crew.
But you're supposed. I know.
Okay.
You can show them. Why don't you take it? I was going to take it out and show them. I wasn't going to ship, but will you take out the etrog? We have beautiful. We have two sets of the lulav and etrog. Our etrog's needs to ripen a little bit. It'll get there. Yeah, it's a little green. The other one was too. We have two, and then we have for those who haven't seen a lulav or haven't seen it in a while. So you've got the palm, the myrtle, and the willow, if you remember. So they say, so the etrog is it's very Kabbalistic. The etrog is your heart, they say. The palm is your spine. The myrtle is your eyes. And the willow is your mouth. And so it's a way of also, when you shake the lulav, you're shaking it in every direction. And you also it's a way of connecting your body with the sounds and you hear it shake, and the smells, and your mouth, your eyes, your body. You're supposed to feel the whole thing. So we encourage you, don't stab anybody. These are very sharp, as our kids have learned. But it's a lovely tradition. So come shake the lulav with us in the morning, with our kids, and maybe, I don't know, an alligator or a bear or something. We're gonna have animals here. But in the meantime, we'll share the words of Misha Berach, page 253.
Misha
Kathy Myers.
Ryan Dodd, Anna Tambrot.
Leslie.
Bless those in need of
Healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And let us say Amen. Page 282, we rise, face east once again, as we turn to Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, lategedula leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kagoye haratzot, velo samanu kamishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkeinu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech, Malkei Hamachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu, V'nemar v'haya Adonai, Melech al kol haaretz, Bayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, Ushemo echad.
Please be seated. So the way you know a sukkah is that the roof is kosher is, which is, so we have, but we're a very pluralistic congregation. We cover all of our bases. So we have an unkosher sukkah and a kosher sukkah all in one space. So this is our sukkah-ish is here. The actual sukkah is over there in that little cutout because there's no roof above it. Because a sukkah you have to be able to see the stars above. That's the idea. It has to be a natural covering with the stars above. And actually, it reminds me, I mentioned before, I just saw today that in University Circle, J-Hub, which is a organization that works with interfaith and young families generally in Cleveland, they did a sukkah village, which is a popular thing that's happened in a few cities, where they get, I don't know who they had do it, I don't know if anybody knows, I didn't read the whole article, but probably like architectural students often will do it, where they'll build these really creative sukkot, and they showed some pictures of these beautiful pieces, really pieces of art, that are kosher sukkahs, according to Jewish law, but they have just gorgeous designs. So you can look online or you can go to University Circle and see them set up all week. But it also, as I mentioned, it makes us think of those who we love. Often when we're in these intimate circles, often in our homes, we think of those that we're missing. And so the reading on page 291, and then we'll share the names of those that we think of this week. There are stars up above. So far away we only see their light. Long, long after the star itself is gone. So it is with the people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us as we live our days. These are the ways that we remember. This week we're remembering those in period of Shloshim, the families of Jean Greenwald and Bob Bigley. And we add to their names those that we lost at this time in years past: Marlene Baker, Parley Coburn, Elaine Cohn, Robert Crossland, Louis Culliner, Cecile Gelberd, Frank Hillelson, Jack Kalish, Eva Cates, Jenny Crackover, Harry Kroll, Jeffrey Landis, Sophie Lassoff, Andrea Lego, Eleanor Newman, Norman Noble, Sanford Rabb, Israel Reven, Joseph Reisman, Ethel Schwartz-Rossen, Sheldon Saferstein, I. Salem, Edward Schulman, Dr. Jack Schwartz, Fred Siegel, Fanny Sisherman, Ida Sokol, and Maurice Whitelaw. If there are names I mispronounced or names you'd like to add, please share.
Jerry Edelstein.
Page 294, we join together in Mourner's Kaddish. So we invite you to rise as we remember our loved ones. Yit Gadol, Yit Kadash, Shemei Rabbah, Ve'alma, Divrach, Hirutei, Ve'amlich, Malchutei, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayei, Dechol Beit Yisrael, B'gala, V'izman Kari, V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah, Mevarach, Le'olam, Olmei, Olmaya. Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitba'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei D'Kudusha, Barichu, Le'ela, Minkol, Birchata, V'shirata, Tushbachata, V'nekamata, Damiran, V'alma, V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chaim Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mromav, Huya Aseh Shalom, Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Having connected with our loved ones that we've lost, we connect with each other as we bless each other with the words of the priests. Keep it.
Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai penav elecha
May
v'chunecha.
God's light shine upon you and be gracious unto you.
Yisa Adonai penav elecha ve'yasem lecha shalom.
May you feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace.
Amen.
Be seated. We'll take a couple of Shechianu moments of joy in our lives this week. Anybody have anything good happen in the last few days?
Turned 70 yesterday.
70 yesterday. Well done. Happy birthday. Well done. Well done. Terrific.
My
Scott?
son Noah is in town.
Wonderful. He should stop by.
I know.
Ah, and happy birthday.
Thanks.
I made it back from Nepal.
This is a major Shabbat Service.
We're gonna be.
But about a month ago, I had a plumber install a new water heater and left the old one on my deck. That was a month ago. Today, he finally took it away.
Ah, well done.
Yeah.
Right, you-
From the mountaintops of Nepal.
back from the mountain. Who spent Yom Kippur in Nepal? How many Jews were in Nepal for Yom Kippur?
I saw one Orthodox Jewish family there.
One Orthodox Jewish family. We're everywhere. There's a song. Everywhere you go, there's always someone Jewish. Even Nepal.
Right.
Great. Welcome back. I'm glad it was a safe trip.
We're going to have a great grandchild in November.
Wow. Great grandchild. Terrific. Yeah.
Gift shop will be open.
Oh, the gift shop will be open. That's right. The gift shop will be open, Jocelyn.
Keeping with the expectation news, I'm having another niece.
Oh, wonderful.
It's not really public consumption yet, but
It is now.
I said it on a live stream, so I mean, I guess
Yeah.
now it is. If you see them, act surprised.
Yeah, good. Scott?
It is Canner Kathy's birthday on Sunday.
It is. It is.
Wish her a happy
That's why I'm here.
And Ron Weiners.
and
Right.
That's right.
That's right. They're the same age. We'll let you figure out what that is. But that's,
Well, they are.
Who's in there?
Yeah, right.
I know.
You missed her over at the other side.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. All A's on your midterm report. That's awesome. I think that means you get to hold the challah when we do the challah, and you get the first brownie at the oneg. Awesome. Good job, both of you. That's as my wife would say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's you got. That's good. Wonderful. All right, you girls want to come up and hold the challah? Roman, you can come too. You want to come? And your friend. Who's your friend? The dreidel. Oh, perfect. We're ready for Hanukkah.
Do we want to do Sheheth?
Yeah, we'll do Sheheth.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
let's say motzi together, okay? You're gonna hold up the challah board. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Good job. Are you girls want to walk it around? You want to walk it around? You can let everybody have some. Shabbat shalom, everybody. Thank you, Noah.
Thank you.